And the other fibre that's in the August edition of the Hilltop Cloud Non Wool Club is some cotton, two different colours in the different editions of the boxes. So some of it is in this lovely purple colour, and there's also a soft sagey green. So if you've not spun it before, the best way to go about doing it, in my opinion, to give you a bit more control while you're starting out, is to sort of do it from the fold. So you've sort of got a bit more control over what's going on. You can do it with more of a short forward draw. Set your tension on low. Cotton will handle an awful lot of twist. If you're feeling brave, you can switch to doing more of a point of twist draw, and when you get those thicker bits there, you just pull and you just pull and you just pull, and they will even out. And you have to go back and move your hands because you realise you've run out of drafting space. But you can see just how much twist this fibre needs. I've got a very high ratio set on. Most of the time I think when people struggle with cotton, it's that they're not putting enough twist in comparison to wool. You want to be using a lot of twist with this fibre. It's got a very short staple length. You can switch to doing something that's less like an English long draw and more like a point of twist draw. And you can just see the fibres just pulling in. The front hand, I'm not really pinching, it's more just a case of giving me something to hold on to. If I'm feeling brave, you can always let go completely. Because if you were spinning this on a charker, you'd have to do this single-handedly. I find it just helps give me a little bit more control over the twist that I'm using. If you don't want to do it from the fold, you can also do it straight from the end if you don't lose your end, or swapping from one technique to the other. If it's drifting apart on you, that is a sign that you need to be putting in more twist. So I've got one of my Echoworks bobbins on and it's just slightly shorter, which is why there's a bit of a rattle. You can switch to doing it straight from the end of the comb top as well. You don't have to do it from the fold. Either works, but generally I find some form of point of twist draw works much better for this fibre than trying to do it with a short forward draw, because the staple length is so short, it's just an exercise in frustration. And if it's drifting apart, put more twist in. It's a fibre that works better spun fine and then multiple plies put together to make a plied yarn, rather than trying to spin it slightly thicker, even if you like a thicker yarn. So if you look at most commercial cotton yarns that are out there, the thicker yarns are made up of multiple plies. Because it's such a short stapled fibre, you need so much twist to hold it together that if you spin it fatter, the level of twist starts to then cause problems with the yarn sort of fluffing and pilling. So lots and lots of fine bits put together work better. If you've got a supported spindle, this is an ideal fibre to spin on it. If you've got a very lightweight drop spindle, it might also be a fibre that you can use quite nicely on that as well. I spin it with just my ordinary flywheel with just a nice high ratio, and that works really well.